lot of people, you and I have had multiple calls about this, but it's going to kind of be a little off, but kind of what I know you do, because you were the one who made it happen and you kind of designed it and everything. Can you talk just a little bit about how you took essentially our platform and integrated it with the state of Colorado site and that data, right? Because that's what we all know with every workforce development board, the data is there. And you were the first. You went and you were doing something that everybody wants. Can you kind of just talk about that just a little bit?
So the state of Colorado, we're so inundated that our state system connecting Colorado is still DOS. So for us, we would hold events, I'm going to kind of brag about the platform while answering your question. We would have events as little as a singular employer and having a hiring event of 200 people to career fairs. We would have 150 employers to 900 job seekers showing up at one time without crashing. But recording our services, since we're a workforce center, would get very tedious and we'd have to do it individually. And so I had conversations with Steve and Glenn about how we could transfer API, what kind of data we would need to use. So, for us, our system, Workforce, for every candidate, we create something that's called a mask. And essentially what a mask does, it replaces a social security number. But we would need a social security number, at least the last four, phone number, first name, last name, and an email. And all of that outside of the social, Steve and Glenn kind of put into the product, and that is required upon a registration, right? So we were able to come back to our state side and say, hey, if we meet these needs and they provide us with a CSV report at the end of each event, we could download. Is there a way that we could kind of incorporate that and have a mass upload into our system, which we're able to do. So now after we do a singular event, whether it's a career fair or a job fair, we're able to get a job seeker report detailed with exactly what we need. And then we could put in our own questions, right? You get to, upon registration, when you complete your new event, you get to put in what you want. And that's made our life a lot easier. So now I could upload 900 job seekers into Connecting Colorado in a matter of 5 minutes, because it just takes a hot minute to upload. We're able to get all of that data in a CSV report at the end of each event. And if you really needed it prior, you could even run it before as well, because you get to see those lists as they register for your event.
Perfect. Thank you, Nick. And I know I get asked that question. I don't want to say daily, but I get asked it a lot. So, I think a lot of people want to be able to have and know that there's not really the PII. There's not, right? It's not the data coming from, right, the state website into Premier Virtual. It's here's the data. You match that data and it goes into there, right? That's why we have the open API so that you can have that. So thank you.